I'm doing the show. Just stop. I'm talking to my friends for a second.
Find your pants and get going.
Shut. Don't say people. I'm doing business, man. Don't say people. I'm doing business. God. Starting off the show already. Strange things are afoot at the Circle K. We have stuff to talk about here. And all I can do is look across here and chicks, man. Chicks. As Iceman once said. In a very fond way. All right. Looks like the pod track is moving up and down. Streamlabs is moving side to side. We're not on TikTok tonight. No. Complications, man. Things we're not dominoes. We're not falling in the right direction. But it looks like we're up everywhere else. So everybody out there on Facebook, yo, what's happening? Everybody on X, salute. Hey, what's going on? And then, of course, YouTube and Rumble. So that rounds out the events for this evening. Thank you and good night. Nah, I'm kidding. We're still sticking around. All right. We got to kick this pig. It's a Tuesday. Tuesday, Junior. You got to start the right way. All right. We got to start with the you know what it is. Bum, 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 bum. There it is. Everybody's got to raise a glass to kick this pig. You got your drink. I've got mine. The Sun Valley Fox providing a $1.2 million view looking at the mountains around South Lake Tahoe. He's in Minden, of course, looking out in the west towards the sunset. He's got his glass. Do you have yours? I do not have mine tonight. I'm drinking out of a blue thermos and a green floppy dick refrigerated Hawaiian water, but I'm still drinking with you. We'll raise this glass and we'll get going.
All right. We're celebrating a birthday tonight. Our very own Samuel Pancake in
Sam
YouTube.
Pancake?
Yes.
I did not know that.
It is tomorrow, to be exact.
Oh, then no happy birthday. Still on the unhappy birthday list.
But he is celebrating a birthday as of tomorrow.
Samuel Pancake's having a birthday tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's going to wake up having completed one more lap around the sun. How many laps around the sun have you got? A few, I'd say. All right. Is there anything else before we get going?
Let me see. YouTube, hey, General, what are we drinking tonight? RV wants to know.
Yeah, refrigerated Hawaiian water. I got to drive tomorrow. I got a long drive. Not waking up feeling fuzzy. All right. Anything else? Because I'm going to click and go.
That is it right now.
All right. So we have this stuff. I'm trying to go with stuff. If you guys didn't get the smoke signals, they're not putting them out. No. All the platforms, Facebook, YouTube, they restrict conservative channels quite a bit, as you might have noticed. What we do is if you're on Patreon, Patreon's $1. All the good moderators can put up a link right now for you on Patreon or about Patreon. It's $1. But that way you get an email letting you know every time we go live. We did a world show today, but you missed it, didn't you? Well, if you had Patreon, I sent an email half an hour before. So no matter what you were doing, you could have been listening, but you didn't get the email because you're not part of Patreon. Same thing. The kid did a jukebox show today. Did you know that? No, you didn't know because you didn't get the smoke signal, because you didn't get the email. Why? Because you're not part of Patreon. Not only do you get an email before a show, there's 4 years of behind the scenes stuff. Yeah, not fit for human consumption. You can go check it out, but you got to go look. Also, don't forget to play Wordle. Good moderators can put up the link for you. Play Wordle with the staff and the rest of us. Every day we log in. We try to do our best. We post the results on Discord. It's just for fun. Takes a few minutes. But you can compare yourself and see how smart you are versus all of your friends, opponents, and foes. It's a good thing. Try to do it. All right. I put this picture up. I think one person got it right. Yeah, it was just on our KGXT Radio on Facebook, KGXTradio.com. We have a Facebook page. It's just a little thing we get going. So there's a lot of people that go over there on Facebook and look around. And yes, all of you who are on YouTube, I don't do Facebook. I don't like Facebook. I'm never downloading. Okay, fine, don't. I don't care. But you don't get to play the game. You don't get any part of the pictures. Anybody know who this is? Any guesses, Gen X Mom?
Yeah, it's the guy from Cars, right? The lead singer.
You're right, it is.
Forgot his name.
Rick Ocasek.
That's him.
And who's the other guy?
I don't know.
He's also from the Cars.
Oh.
Benjamin Orr. Anyway, I don't know how many of you guys got that right now. You can put it in the comment section, but that was a labor of love, and I didn't even disguise that. And people were like, I don't get it. I think a couple people got it, but not many. But if you're part of, if you're on Facebook, just check out kgxtradio.com. By the way, if you're on Facebook, you can also join. There's a members-only site for you. It's called the General's Lunchbox on Facebook, where you also get all the behind-the-scenes stuff. You can go look at it there. All right, so got to go through a couple things here. Everyone's making fun of me for my inventions. Everybody who listens to the podcast and my shower inventions where I draw on the shower doors and I'm trying to create new stuff. By the way, I'm super angry.
Why?
So do you remember 2 times I was talking about trying to find a way to make a silencer on a gun that's perfectly silent
Yes.
by the sound of the bullet leaving the barrel goes into a vacuum chamber. The noise gets sucked into a vacuum and you never hear it.
Okay.
They did it.
Who's they?
I don't know. I saw a video today. The guy did a clip from a Glock and it had this big old black thing on it. And he was pop, 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 pop. And you couldn't hear anything but the shells falling on the ground. They did it. They took my invention. They've got a vacuum sealed cartridge that pulls in the noise and they did it.
Wow.
They stole my invention. They kiped my dubage and they made it.
Wow.
And it's just like I dreamed. Only the pile of money I'm sitting on for my invention is not what I dreamed. I got 0. And I have the shower drawings to prove it was my idea. I don't think those are going to hold up in court. So anyway, a little upset about that. But this is the thing. You guys come up with this stuff, and you guys don't like the invention, so everybody sends me, what about this invention, General? All right, here's one. Yes or no? These stupid suction cup things suction cup to the glass on your mirror or the glass on your shower, and you put your toothpaste in it and you roll it as you go, and it squeezes all the toothpaste out.
I think those are great if you use them.
I think that's the stupidest thing ever.
Why?
It just looks dumb. Who would want a fucking toothpaste thing hanging off their mirror in their bathroom?
Oh, well, it doesn't have to be on your mirror.
It's dumb. Okay. All right. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Who's with me on this one? I need to see. Come on, everybody in the platforms. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Is this a good idea? Would you use this? Yes or no? I'm saying no. I'm passing on this one. I'm not doing it. Just saying. I'm just letting you guys know. So just vote. Yes or no, up or down, left or right. Now you know. All right. Don't. So really, nobody. There we go. Finally, Scott Royson chiming in. There's Ravens playing along. 1 up and 1 down. So after all you people, we got a tie. All right, Allison with the down. Top Knots Rule with the down. So it looks like, there we go. Now we're getting some people labeling it as not doing it. And I'm all right with that. All right, so we're saying no to this one. What's the next one? Yeah, this one I got to say raises an eyebrow from my generation. Lightsaber toast slicer. Now, I kept saying yes to this every time I thought about it. It toasts the bread as it slices. It's a lightsaber, and you cut it open, and it falls on there. Now I'm thinking, okay, if the bread is warm and if it's still toasty, and you can set and you can cut it right, I might be interested in this. And then I thought of one fatal flaw. Let's say you're done. Let's say I want 4 slices of toast. So I cut them off. Got my 4 slices, right?
Yes.
If it burned the bread and toasted the bread as I cut it, what happens to the end of the loaf? So now I'm done. I walk away with my 4 pieces of toast, and I look back, and the end of the loaf of the bread is toasted.
Correct.
So even if the next person wanted toast, it'd be old.
That is true.
Now I'm not so happy about this because you'd have to be done with it. Then you'd have to cut off the end to keep the toast like where you have to throw away a piece of bread. So I'm going to have to vote no. I liked it at first until I thought, what happens to the end of the loaf? Now I'm not so sure. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm going to submit this to you, and then I'm voting no.
Trippy just said maybe there's an on and off switch.
What good would that do?
The last piece, I guess
You just don't toast one side of it? I wanted toast, remember? I need it toasted.
I don't know.
I'm just saying that you.
It's a no for me.
Yeah, you turn it off and you just get bread on one side and toast on the other. I don't know. There's just something not right about it. Okay, here's another one. Cooling a little fan that goes on your chopsticks to cool off your soup, your spaghetti, your pasta, whatever it is.
Dumb.
And it's true. There's a lot of times we blow on the stuff, but to set this up, and it would just cool it off in like 8 seconds. And then you're done. How do you regulate? Now, this is just a hassle.
That's part of the eating experience, blowing on your food, slowing down.
And it keeps the communication with your date. You got time. You can't eat the food right away.
That looks stupid.
So you talk to your date across the table from you?
Talk to your date?
Yeah.
They don't do that no more.
Well, you can text your date then. While you're waiting for your soup to cool off, you can text your date across the table. I'm voting no. This just looks stupid. Even if it really worked well, It's not cool.
No.
And I'm all about cool, so not doing that one. Just letting you guys know. Now, this one, I think we've all done in some fashion. Just none of us had a tool. None of us labeled it. But I know there's some of you out there that cheated and you've done this anyway. All right? Butter stick. Or whatever that thing says. What does it say? Yeah, butter stick type. I know some of you have taken the butter in the wrapper, cut off the end, and pushed the butter through like a pop-up ice cream from the ice cream man, and gone over your bread, gone over your corn on the cob. I know you've done it.
I've done that, and I've done it to do like pie crust, like the pie pan.
Yeah.
I've done that.
So this...
But I'm not going to put my butter into something like that. That's ridiculous.
And you're not going to buy butter like that because you have a very specific butter you want.
True.
This would have been like mostly oily, not quite butter. This would not be Dr. Dreamy approved. Not even close. MarcyZavala.com would put the big buzzer on this one. No, because this isn't going to be the right butter, and it's a great idea, but I'm not taking the time to do it.
Is it?
I like it. Yeah, it's a good idea. Say, look at the bottom of the thing. It's like chapstick, man.
There's quite a few people that said I've done the butter stick.
We've all done. It's what I'm telling you. We've all done the butter thing. This is just taking it to a new level. But unless they sell the exact butter that my wife prefers in our fridge, she's not doing this. She's not going to take time to put butter in one of these fucking things. She barely likes refilling the ketchup bottles, and we don't even have to do that. But we had 8 kids. We had to buy ketchup by 5 gallons at a time, and then we had to keep putting it in refillable bottles. I'm just letting you guys know. Here's one for you. This is a pizza scissors. And it goes right at you snip, 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 and it goes right on to the deal. Now the only drawback here, now you're serving pizza by the slice, and it comes right out on your deal. My first thought was, how do you get it out of there? You can't cut it and then tilt it forward and put it on someone's plate. You got to tilt it backwards to get the slice off. So that to me was like, okay, or you just got to finger fiddle with it to sling it onto the plate in front of you to whoever wants the slice of pizza. That's one. And the other one is that was kind of a little bit, because when Dr. McDreamy writes me a prescription and says, you can have 2 slices of pizza at dinner time. Well, then I want my slices this fucking big. That doesn't let me do that. That is a predetermined, this is all the pizza you get, and if your doctor says you get 2 slices, this is it. Then you still got to dump the thing out like you're unloading a revolver onto the pizza plate. I'm just saying.
Houdini says he has one, and you just tip it sideways.
Oh, sideways. Okay, so in other words, it falls out, and all the pizza and cheese and pepperonis goes on the plate.
Why? After you cut it, you've got a slice, so you just slide it, tip it sideways.
And it falls over, and all the condiments on the top of it, all the toppings are upside down now. No, I'm telling you. Nice try, Houdini. I'm still not buying it, my man. All right, so there were just some things about that. But you see, you guys make fun of me for my inventions, so you guys submit some of these things to me and say, General, how come you're not drawing this stuff on the wall? How come this stuff doesn't look great? How come your inventions aren't like this? Not all of your shit's cool either. Some of your shit looks stupid, and it's not cool, and we're laughing at it. Yeah, some of them are okay, but not all of them. All right, keeping on par. So there's one more in here. This one I didn't understand. Bottle hangers that go inside your fridge. So you can, I guess they're magnets or they're something, but you hang the bottles in the back of your fridge. I don't understand how this saves any space.
Well, you can put stuff underneath it.
How? Right now, go to the top shelf in our fridge inside in the kitchen. Do you have any room to put anything over the top of it?
No, underneath it?
Yep.
Yes.
Stop.
No.
You don't, because if you slid bottles to the back of the fridge, there'd be a gap like this big above the bottles. You couldn't really do much. So if I stick the bottles to the fridge, now they're this far above my shelf. And if you're going to lower your shelf that far down, now you're wasting space all over the place. You'd have to lower your shelf so far to give you clearance to use this item and say, now I can put a pie underneath it. I don't know. Now maybe this is just how my dumb brain works. Okay. I'll admit, I don't get it.
He says 1 earthquake and you lost your 6-pack.
That's what he's right. You see?
He lives in California. Can you tell?
Yeah.
That's what we think about.
I saw a meme about that today. It was this museum that had beautiful drawings on Etch-a-Sketches. Beautiful.
Yeah.
And they were up on this museum all over the walls, but it was in California, and one earthquake shook them all up, and they lost all their pictures.
Crud.
Yeah. So anyway,
Take a picture of a picture.
You can take a picture of the picture. I'm just a dumb mechanic in the middle of the desert. Perhaps there's things I don't know, but I don't think this would work. I just don't think this is practical. I think this creates more problems.
Well,
now,
a beer drinker would go, the 6-pack wouldn't be in the fridge that long, so, for it to hang there.
That's probably true. Yeah. Why are you doing that? Well, whatever happened, just keep things by your sofa in a cooler where you're watching TV and just reach down and grab one. I don't know.
Agnes is up and awake over in France watching. She says, did you pick stuff to make us mad, General?
I don't know. I didn't pick all this stuff. You guys act like it's me. The world comes to me, and all I do is open my eyes and interpret. I'm not always right. In fact, I'm never right. I'm always wrong, and I'm always telling a lie. Your job is to believe the lies I say.
Could you hydrate for a second?
I have not had an original thought in my head since 1973. And if you think I'm starting tonight, you're sorely mistaken. Yes, I will hydrate. Gen X Mom.
Two beautiful ladies over on YouTube, Laura and Care Brat, are celebrating their big green 3s tonight.
Ooh.
Laura says, hello, handsome General and beautiful Mama X. And Care Brat says, hello, handsome General and beautiful Queen Mama X.
I got 2 handsomes.
Yes.
2 handsomes.
Sean MacArthur over on Facebook is throwing us some stars for the General and Mama X. Enjoy. Stay blessed.
I'm done with Sean MacArthur.
Oh, shit.
No, he can go to hell.
Oh.
He hasn't given me a handsome in a long time.
Wow.
He hasn't even mentioned handsome to me in a long
Talk
time.
to him. Don't look at me.
Sean, thanks, buddy. But why don't you just check out? Just unfriend me on Facebook, okay? Just unfriend me, buddy. You haven't given me a solid handsome in years. So, I'm taking it personal now, buddy. Taking it personal. All right.
Wow.
Are we done? Can I go back to my program?
Did you hydrate?
I hydrated.
Okay, well.
Just say yes.
Yes.
There we go. All right. Back to the drag and drop section of the program. I try to keep things light around here. I try not to get serious. Sometimes we have to. Sometimes there's a death in the family. Sometimes there's people that are injured. There's sometimes some of you end up in the hospital. Sometimes you guys have surgery. It's kind of tough. Now think about it, doing a broadcast like this. It's kind of tough to take a mood from jovial, from funny, to bring it down to that seriousness, and then it's tough to get it back up again. We've been pretty successful at it, so we don't stay away from those things on purpose. And tonight we have to bring up one thing. It's a little heavy, but it's not a death. It's not a sickness. It's not an illness. But one of you, an extra, someone you guys know in Discord. You guys know this person in Discord. You know this person here. That we're in the process of excommunicating them. We're in the process of getting rid of them. We have to cut them out. I don't normally talk about this. The staff and I, we just do it quietly, kind of behind the scenes, and we don't really say much. We let it go. But every now and then, something comes up that's so big that we kind of have to take a public stance on it. Now, we didn't have to hire a PR firm for this one, but we do have to get out in front of it. Attempted murder is a pretty serious charge. Yeah. That happened inside the realm of Gen X Talks, inside the ranks of the extras. We are Gen X Talks. You guys are rank and file extras, and one of you. So I thought we better just get it out in the open right now while we can. And her name is Shiloh. Shy is her name. What are you doing?
I'm sorry, but everybody's telling her to run right now.
You better just be. I'm trying to do something here. I'm having a segment here. I'm doing a segment in my show. I know she looks sweet. She looks beautiful. She looks innocent. She's none of those things. You guys know, a lot of you are paying attention to the program. You guys know that she gave us a gift basket of all sorts of things, but hidden inside of it, she knew the hot sauce. She knows I'm a sucker for hot sauce. I love me some hot sauces. I can't say no to hot sauces. And we went ahead, the family picked through things. There was stuff Jennick's mom took, and she just, I'm eating all these, and the kid was eating all those, and there was some the family shared, and I grabbed the hot sauce. It wasn't any surprise. And man, I'm putting hot sauce on everything. I'm putting hot sauce on my chocolate ice cream. I'm putting hot sauce on my Trix and on my Fruit Loops. I'm putting hot sauce on the ends of those whatchamacallit candy bars. Not whatchamacallit because I don't know the name. Whatchamacallit is the name for those of you outside the country. And then about 2 days into it, Jennick's mom found the bottle, and it had expired by years. Years. She had not only held this thing back and planned this, she found a way to get to me with some poisonous goo that she thought we wouldn't catch it. Well, I may not be able to read, but my wife can. And she found the expired, and she threw that thing over the fence. I'm telling you, it hit the ground on the other side of our fence and exploded like a ball of fire. Now, we called the authorities. They came out. They scraped up what they could off the street as samples of the poison that Shiloh has given us. They took blood samples for me. Thankfully, Hercules is the way they classify my blood type. Cast iron stomach and Hercules. Otherwise, I'd already be dead. I'd already be gone. You guys would have been hearing about this as a eulogy. But she did give us hot sauce that was years expired. Not a nice gift. If you think she did it on accident, well, then she's a horrible person and it was an accident. If you think she did it on purpose, then she's devious, conniving, and trying to kill me. Now, either way, or whatever rainbow spectrum you want to put in between, that's not good. It's bad. Jennick's mom.
Shy just gave $2, said, don't be a baby.
Wow. So the woman that tried to take my life is now accusing me of whining about almost losing my life.
And she said she's going to go tell her mom.
I hope you do tell your mom. This is unsatisfactory behavior. It's unsatisfactory behavior, but Shiloh, around here, this is like grade school. What you did is going on your permanent record. Permanent record. This will be in your permanent file. This will transfer all the way through high school when you apply for college admissions.
Oh.
This will be in your file. Don't you think it won't either? I'm sorry. We had to get that out there. We couldn't just let that stuff go. All right. I am not. There's a lot of pictures that come across the internet that make me stop. What?
Hold on. Callie Cat says, but did you die?
Well, who was that?
Callie Cat.
Okay, Callie Cat. No, I didn't die. Herculean blood. That's what saved me. Okay? The strange twists of fate in the universe saved my life. Yeah, Jennick's mom.
Oh, are you ready? Are you a little fired up?
I guess I am.
There's somebody on Facebook personal by the name of Joseph. He says, you asses aren't Gen X. Wish you would. Couldn't give a F, punk bitch. Don't call yourself Gen X when you talk like a bitch.
Who said that?
Joseph.
Oh, Joseph, over on Facebook. Well, buddy, I guess we'll just close up shop and go away. All right, everybody. Joseph over on Facebook has said we're shutting it down. So we're going to turn out the lights, turn off the recording. No, you're all going home. You're all fired. We're all done here. Why? Because Joseph on Facebook has spoken. And he is clearly the king of all that there is to be. His opinion is the only one that matters. Oh, wait. Hold on. He's new around here, right? He just got here?
Yeah, he's not a member.
No, hang on. Joseph, there's something. Let me try to find it over here. There's something that we got for. There it is, right here. I got one. There it is. I got one for you, Joseph. Nobody cares what you think. Nobody cares what you say. The best part is, and here's how this goes, is that you're nothing but a twat waddle. Okay? And if you don't know what that means, then you're not Gen X. And Gen X not only is an era, a time you were born, which I was born right in the heart of it, don't even know. You kind of sound more like a millennial to me. Just the vibe you're giving off there, Joey, over on Facebook. But the important part to remember is nobody cares what you think, and nobody cares what you say. Nobody's watching your live stream. Nobody's listening to your podcast. And nobody values your opinion at all. Now, I know I'm kind of being harsh for Joey over on Facebook, but the truth is, this isn't the first time when someone's told Joey this. He's heard this in real life. Other people have said, you're a fucking idiot, and they've walked out of his life. Women, friends. I'm not the first guy to say, don't act like you're being general. You're being awfully hard on him. You're being tough on Joey. No, I'm not. Joey's gone through this before. Whoever Joey the stick up his ass on Facebook, I don't remember what his last name was. He's gone through this before. I'm not the first guy to tell him this. He's gone through this in real life with real people right in front of him, and now he's just keyboard warrioring his way through life. You kids, you're not Gen X, you know. And by the time I get done kicking the shit out of him, anybody who's around him in the room going, wow, that dude just fucking roasted you. All he's going to say, what did they always say? What do they always say? What's Joey going to say on Facebook? Well, I was just trying to rile the guy up. I was just trying to get a rise out of him. Look, I did it. I got him right where I want him. No, that's not what you were trying to do. That's a good fallback position to pretend this was your plan all along. But here's the deal, Joey. One day, you're going to hear this noise. That's your head coming out of your ass. Oh, yeah, that's another Gen X terms, and you're a millennial, or at least you think like one. I really don't know what millennial terminology is for that. One day, you're going to hear that noise. Your head's coming out of your ass, and you're going to look around and go, you know what? I shouldn't have been such a dill hole. You're going to walk over to a mirror, and you're going to scrape off the steam, and you're going to look at yourself real close, Joey, over on Facebook. Joey, stick up your ass, or whatever your name was. And you're going to look at yourself, and all you're going to see is a milky-licking, rope-sucking, fruity-ass, purple Twinkie-smelling ding-dong. And that's a good starting point, buddy. Remember, knowing is half the battle. And now you know. All right, where were we? I have a show to do.
Now?
What's that?
Does that you feel good?
I really don't feel any different than when I started it. I'm just glad I didn't fuck it up. It flowed pretty good. So Joey stick up his ass on Facebook can go fuck off for all I
thought
care.
you'd like that. Shy gave $5. You didn't show them all the cool keychains. The audacity, she said.
My God.
They're in the house.
No,
they went that way.
They were right out here a second ago.
Oh, they're gone.
You stole my keychains?
Whatever.
You stole my keychains.
I put them in a safe space.
This close to divorce. This close. You keep it
Everybody's
up.
giving you the purple Twinkies.
Oh, the purple Twinkies are for Joey stick up his ass on Facebook. We're going to miss Joey. What a nice guy. Mm-hmm. Okay, can I get back to my fucking show now?
Can you? I don't know.
According to Stick Up His Ass Joey on Facebook, I've got more whining to do. All right, where was I? Let's see. Don't. Picks. Boom, 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 boom. All right, where was I? Okay. What I was going to say before I was so rudely interrupted by Joey stick up his ass on Facebook was sometimes I stumble across a picture on the internet and my eyes open and my jaw drops. There are some pictures that you're like, oh, I want to be there. That is home. Now, for some people, it's a naked woman. For some people, like my wife, it's a beautiful green garden with animals all over it. Well, I have different hopes and desires in my life than most people. So here was one that stopped me dead in my tracks. I have no idea where this is. I have no idea what the name of the store is, but they sell donuts and guns. Fresh donuts.
Did you die and go to heaven?
I think I did. I had to stop and stare at this. I'm like, oh my God, I think I got a chub. I think I got a half chub. Where is this place? There was no story. There was no explanation. This is just I was like, oh my God. I need to go there. Donuts and weapons. Donuts and ammunition. Pastries and rifles. Oh, come on. There's 30 dudes out there who've now left the show and they're Googling trying to figure out donuts and guns and donuts. You want to go too. Don't act like you don't. Don't pretend in here, well, it's pretty immature of you, General. Donuts and guns, like, pretty immature. No, it's not. You'd fucking go there, too. You'd walk in. You'd kick in the door hoping that that on this side was guns and donuts, and on that side was a pole dancer.
They're naming it Pew Pew and Donuts, Vern says. Sandy says pastries and pistols.
Pastries and pistols. I want to walk in that place and kick open the door. I want guns and donuts on this side, and I want to go to the other side and have pole dancing with lights and music. Now I'm set. Well, as long as the pole dancing area serves a good sandwich for lunchtime. But I'm good with that. Just so you guys know, that's my perfect date. You want to take me on a date? Take me there. All right. Now, we always talk about things from the 70s and 80s. We talk about things. Well, do you recognize this? Do you recognize that? What if we went back further? What if we played a little game? What if we did something a little fun, a little exciting? Let me go down, scrolling. Oh, my ass is swollen, rawhide. There it is right there. Okay, let's do this. Okay, don't fucking call me. Don't call me. Wow, no one's complained about the jar not being there. How come the jar's not on there? Someone's going to bitch. The jar's not there, General. All right, don't call. All right, you got the message? Don't call. Okay. What if I put up a picture and I tell you to text the answer and I won't look? I will take the Gen X Talks phone. I won't look. Gen X Mom and I will discuss the picture and see if we know what it is. I've looked at these. There was a couple I wasn't sure of the exact name. I didn't look them up either. Let's see if she knows. And then we will pick the first person who I will open the phone. I will look at the texts and see who got the answer right first. So don't text like 6 things, because if you text the answer and then your name comes up second, all I see is your name. Don't do that. Just text the answer. All right. So let me put up one here. Let me see if this is going to resonate. And Gen X Mom, what are you laughing at?
Nightbot goes, so do you want us to call?
Sometimes it's like playing cards with my brother's kids or something.
That's a Gen Xer for
It is a Gen X. We're not Gen X, though.
What are we?
Joey Stick Up His Ass from Facebook said we're something else because we're complaining too much. So I don't know what we are. He really didn't say what we were. He just said what we're not. So fuck that guy. All right.
Okay. So I have to guess.
You have to guess. So
and what is the subject?
Tell me what this is. It's on the screen now. If you know what this is for, just text the answer to 805-460-5603. I'm not going to pick it up. I'm not going to talk about it. Once you and I are done discussing it, then we'll see who got the right answer first. I'll just click, go to the bottom of the screen, and whoever got it first, they're the winner. Do you have any idea what that is?
I had a couple laughs on it. I'm chuckling to myself like a tortilla maker or a tea bag thing going on, or something like in the Catholic Church. I don't know. For the chalice or the
thing you swing around with smoke in it?
No, I don't know.
I know what that is because I saw Pirates of the Caribbean, The Black Pearl, Curse of the Black Pearl.
Yeah, I just saw what people said.
And Keira Knightley was in bed and they pushed that in there. That's the only reason I know what that is. Why? Because it's a movie. Thank you. Movies come through again. Now, let's see who got it right. So we're calling that a bed warmer. What'd you call that?
Yeah, they're calling it that too. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's see who got it right. God damn it. All right. Let's go here. Open the phone. And let's go to messages. I'm just going to scroll down. And whoever's at the very front, that's who won. That's who got in first. Scrolling. Jack Armstrong says it's for tea.
See,
no, it's not.
It doesn't give you a size, like how big it is. Because you could put a tea bag. They have those where you put a tea bag in between it and you squeeze it.
Look at the size of that fucking handle. That's a handle.
Whatever.
I think you put 2 hands on that thing. This is Louisville Slugger on the end of that thing. You better choke up if you're going to use it. All right, so let's see who won here. Shiloh, you did not win. You weren't first, but even if you were, I am never reporting you as first. You're a attempted murderess. Murderer or do you say murderess if it's a girl, or is it just
I don't know.
Men and women are all murderers? Wouldn't it be more appropriate to say murderess? Did I just make up a new word?
You might have.
Let's get that
all
in the
website. All words are made up.
All words are made up. From now on, if it's a woman, it's murderess, and we're going to put that in the Webster's Dictionary. All right. So let's see. Dum-dum. Let's see who got it right.
That's what you keep saying.
Christopher Sevick said it's a steamer. No, Chris, you're wrong, and you weren't even close to being first. Randy K got it right. Dale Rainey got it right. Cali Cat got it right. Jack Armstrong said it's for tea. Spot and Stock got it right. Danny H got it right. But the first one, you're going to like this one. The first one was Deb Ninehouse.
Very nice.
She got it right.
Congratulations, Deb.
Johnny O said tea maker. No. Brittany Armstrong got it right. Somebody from the 479 area code said incense burner.
Yeah.
Technically, if you had flavored mesquite in there, I guess your bed could smell like pine or a log or a barbecue, but that's not its design. Shasta Williams got it right. Scott Royston says it's a Spitzer. Catholics use it at church.
See, I was thinking about that.
No spitting at church. T Strainer said Chad Hoffman. John got a bed warmer right. No, Tom. 978 area code said to light your coal. I'm not even sure what that means. I gotta give it to you. So you guys are close on there. Oh, Sahara, you were way wrong. She wrote fireplace smoker. No. No, Sahara H. No. All right, so that was one. And the same rules apply to the next one. We can go on to the next one here. Just ask. Now, this one's tough because I don't know the exact name.
Oh, great. How do you know they're going to be right?
Because I know what it does. I probably would, if someone had the exact technical name, then I would go, yeah, that's what it's called. Like I might have to call your brother. I might have to call the Sun Valley Fox and go, is this the right name of this?
And you think he knows what it is?
Oh, he'll know, yeah. Not even just because he's super old, which that helps. But your brother would go, he does know what those are. Okay, so here it is. This is the object, and I know what it does. I know how it works. I don't think I know the exact name of it, though. Again.
What is that?
Well, if I told you, I covered up the phone number, though. 805-460-5603, and I'll look for the right answer when we're done here. You don't know what that does at all? You don't have a clue?
Is it a light? No, I'm trying to see what it does. Is it a light or is it, I want to say like an oil can, but it's not an oil can.
No, I think it is.
You think that's an oil can?
I think there's oil inside, and you physically light a flame in the front of that dish, and it reflects the light. I think.
For what reason?
If you're in a fucking cave.
Oh, it's like, okay, it's like a light.
Yeah,
an
you're
oil
walking
light.
outside. It's like a flashlight from 1890 or something. They didn't have ever-ready batteries. No energizers.
It's pretty good that your girl kind of did that, huh?
You thought
Figured
it was full of oil.
I said it looks like oil or a light. I was trying to figure out what the hell it is.
I'm just saying that
like a kerosene lamp?
Yeah, that's something. Whoa, hey.
Whoa, hello. Don't.
Uh-oh.
Good going there, Ace.
Look at what the camera's doing now. I shot Ed. Ed, I'm sorry, buddy. I shot you. Hang on.
Good job.
I got to go back here now. I shot Ed. Hang on. Coming back, buddy. That's you.
Wow.
Hang on, Ed. Well, I can't fucking fix him without talking.
You got to fix the camera. You have to put it back on the laptop on the top. Just slide him forward. There we go. Poor thing.
Poor guy. Poor buddy. Now he's staring at my dick. Hang on. Well, he was.
Wow. This is really a...
Isn't it? It's an exciting show, isn't it?
rated R show.
Hang on. I don't know. How did it zoom in? I didn't touch any of the zoom in features.
Tell Ed to move back.
Ed, move the fuck on, man. All right. Now we're back to that. Let's go back to the pictures. Okay. So I don't know what you've got in yours.
Okay. Star Robert says carbide fuels that lantern.
Carbide. Okay. But it is a lantern. I thought it was an oil lamp, kerosene lamp of some sort.
Somebody else said carbide. I don't know what carbide is, so I don't know.
All right. Well,
it's for mining. Firewood Art says carbide lantern for mining.
Okay, so now we're down to, is it carbide or is it oil?
I don't know.
We got to call your brother on this. We got to ask your brother.
How the hell would he know?
You don't think he knows?
I don't know.
Check your phone. He's probably already texted you what it was. I
don't know.
I think it's oil because there's cans. They hold liquid.
He did not text me.
They hold liquid.
Okay.
Isn't carbide like a chalk, like a coal thing?
I have no clue.
I'm going to call Sun Valley Fox on speakerphone. That's the only way I can get him right now. I'm just saying, I don't know for sure either. Maybe he'll answer, maybe he won't. Let's see.
Well, Firewood Art said water in the top, carbide in the bottom.
Okay.
Hello?
Sun Valley Fox, we didn't wake you up, did we?
No, I was in the coal mine looking for that land.
All right, so we're at a little bit of a crossroads here because people are saying carbide, and I said liquid. It's like oil. And then who was it? You said Firewood Art just said it was water on top.
Yes.
And carbide. Maybe that's what makes the carbide. Do you know what it is, Sun Valley Fox? Can you help us with this one?
The only thing that I remember is oil. That's the only thing I can think of.
That me too. I did, but you know what? There is a chance that if carbide is more of a shale, and if water's on top, maybe the water goes down and liquefies the carbide, and it becomes like an oil. It becomes
a gas.
Oh.
The calcium carbide reacts with water.
It lights in the front. The gas or the liquid comes out that front on fire. You got to light a fire. Okay. And the fire keeps the flow going. So, all right. Okay. All right. Well, you keep digging around in your mine shaft down there, and we'll call you back.
Well, I still got 2 sticks, so that's what I use.
He's rubbing 2 sticks together. Hang on, I'll get it. All right. Thanks.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I don't know what he's doing over there. He could be getting 2 sticks, but I'm going to go with that explanation of the carbide because the water on the carbide does sound right to me.
All right. Well, who was your person?
Let's go find out.
Your first person.
Who's my person? I got a person.
While you're looking, I'm going to read a couple things. Houdini got his big green 3 also on YouTube. Star Roberts wants to know, is Agnes the $2 whore tonight?
Agnes is not the $2 whore.
Sahara H upped her membership again. Danny H, $5. A woodshed veteran is never late. He arrives precisely when he intends to. Invisihuchi. Star Roberts wants to know, is Shy the $2 hoe?
No. It's close to Shy, though.
Is Smicky the $2 garden tool?
Who said that?
Cali Cat.
Cali Cat. She's right. Smicky! Smicky!
Johnny O on Facebook, with all the whiskey you drink, old hot sauce couldn't hurt you.
That's what I'm trying to say. Who said that?
Johnny O.
Johnny O. That's what I'm saying, baby. That's what I'm talking. Herculean blood, cast iron stomach, whiskey is in there fighting off all diseases. That's true.
Laura is checking in with $5 saying, guns and donuts being sold in my hometown Ace Hardware. Midland, Michigan. My mom and 2 brothers still live there.
Ace Hardware serves guns and donuts. I don't know whether I want guns or donuts from Ace Hardware.
A78 Fixer, member for 34 months. Your live chats rock, he says.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that. All right. So Randy K said our object. Let's go back to our object right now. We have a dual screen, which is the object of my desire. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about that. So what do we got? Randy K said signal light. Now, everybody said Nana Ace has a mining lantern. Sandy says a flash on a camera. John Morgan, oil lamp for miners. Now, Cali Cat said carbide lantern. She didn't know that. She got that from her husband. Her husband told her. She couldn't have known that. Cali Cat, no. She's no way she'd have known that. That's something she had to, or she cheated. She Google imaged it. All right, so I'm going to say there's miner's lamp. Aaron from Indiana said carbide. Danny Olcom said carbide. Who else said it exactly right? Christine Matlock said it's an oil heater. How would that fucking be a heater of any kind? Christine, drink another glass of wine, sweetheart. Settle back in your chair a little deeper. Just hands off the keyboard, honey. Hands off the keyboard, Christine. All right. Sahara H. Now I'm looking at the picture, and here's what she wrote. Because you got to look at the picture while I say what she wrote. She didn't know what it was, but she goes, Sarah H. wrote, it goes, ooga. I can't believe you made me do that on TV.
That's funny. Right. Trippy just screenshotted that one.
Yes, or Two Bear did. He's like, I'm stealing that shit. It's going to make the Christmas party Gen X Talks company office reel video. Let's go back for carbide. Who was the first one to say carbide? Sandy says flash on a camera. Sandy, sit back down. Going back down to the bottom. So, do you make your carbide? Spot and Stock. Spot and Stock got through first. Carbide lamp.
Way to go, Spot and Stock.
Yeah, and followed closely by Cali Cat, and then a bunch of people that just kept saying lamp. All right, carbide lamp. So we're going with that one. All right, next one. Stand by, citizens. We're not done yet.
Sandy goes, I'm sitting, damn it.
Good.
LOL.
Good girl. Yes, good girl. Okay, this next one, I think I got wrong. and then I changed my answer while I was staring at it.
Or
Here's
you
the next one.
cheated.
No, I didn't cheat. Okay, I saw this and I'm like, oh, I know what this is because I saw Rapunzel.
Oh, yeah, that's what that is.
It's not. What do you think it is?
What do you mean it's not?
What do you think it is? You can say, because, hey, again,
It's a spinning
805,
wheel.
805, hey, 805 460 5603.
Oh, I can't say it?
No, go ahead. You can.
It's a spinning wheel or a spindle.
Spinning wheel or spindle. See, now I thought so too. And then I stared at it. I go, wait a minute. This has something to do. Something bothered me about it. There was something in there. I go, no, there's another. It's not just a spinning wheel. And I thought so too because I saw Rapunzel. And then let me scroll down.
Is it the thing on the bottom?
It has to do. This is what I came up with. Wool.
Well,
And it had to do with, there were no, it wasn't just spinning like thread and all. It's something to do there. So hang on. I found this when I was doing this, and there it is right here. It is. Okay. Now I did find exactly what it was called on there. Do you want to know?
no, I'm just going to sit here with my mouth dropped open. Go ahead.
Are there any good guesses with the word wool in it in the comments?
Wool turns into yarn.
Okay. Well, it's not a yarn thing either. Is there anybody in the comments using the word wool with their answer?
Jeremy B said turns wool into yarn.
Want to know what it does? I said, what's the name of it? Maybe it does do that.
Spinning wheel is for making yarn.
Okay.
Isn't that how Sun Valley Fox balanced his tires on his ox cart in the days of yore?
In the days of yore. Who wrote that?
Kenny H.
All right.
Cotton gin.
No, it's not a cotton gin. All right. What does that say in green?
Wool winder.
A wool winder. And you can't say that has the word spinner in it anywhere.
Oh my goodness.
There's no needles in this. There's no spinning in this. Rapunzel didn't get little prick. No. Wool winder. That's what we're looking for.
Ugh, they never. Yeah. Okay.
Just saying.
Whatever.
Well, let's see. Forestera, spinning wheel for wool. Right
you
there.
said there's no spinning in the name.
She got the word wool in there. You didn't. You weren't even close. No one was close on that. Someone in the 507 area code just wrote, I used one of those, but didn't say what it was. Well, it says
Hey, Sandy said, oh, that's a bunch of sheep shit.
It is not sheep shit. Now, person in 507 area code said, it's a spinning wheel to make yarn. I've used one. Oh, that's Dragon Slayer Jade. Hey, thanks for putting your name in there finally, Dragon Slayer Jade. But that was not our answer. The answer that Google provided us was what? A wool what?
Wool winder. Star Robert says wool winder is a Gen Z term for spinning wheel.
Well, how would he know that? You think Gen Z would rename an old thing like that? John says it's a loom. Dawson says a spinning wheel. Johnny O, thread spinner. Yarn. Oh, Christine Matlock. Wool weaver spindle. You see?
Oh, what?
She knew. I told you that next glass of wine was really going to help you, Christine. You took it, you drank it, you're good. Big Dog Steve says cotton spinner. Christopher Sevick says spindle. So I'm going down. Somebody beat Christine. Dale Rainey beat Christine. I better go to the bottom here. Let's find out. Anybody said the word wool? Danny H is wrong. Danny H is wrong. Cali Cat's wrong. Slapnuts Roll. Randy K is wrong. Antonio C is wrong. It looks like Dale Rainey got it right. Dale Rainey for the win. I'm telling you guys, you got to know your shit around here. You can't be one of them regular boys out there in the woods. You got to know your shit. This one, I had no idea what it was. I had no clue to what it was used for. You could have said it was part of the Wright brothers airplane. And I said, I believe you. You could have said this was a counterintelligence weapon in World War I. I'd believe you. I had to look this up. There is a one-word name for what this is or what they are. And I know the word now. I would have never got it right. And I have no idea what it's for. Even when I know the word, I don't know what the fuck this thing does. At all, not even close. Anybody?
It's got notches in it.
I'll tell you, I thought it was practicing dueling pistols. You draw your pistol and go to work.
No, I feel like it takes a pot. Is it something of getting a hot pot off something?
I don't know, because even though I know what this item is called, what each one of them is called, I still don't know what it does.
You want to know what people are saying?
Yeah.
Nut masher, yoke, Shoe shaper. Bellows.
Ooh, the shoe shaper. It's called a boot jack.
Oh, to pull your boots up?
How would that pull your boots up? How would that pull your boots up? You can't hook anything with those big old...
Is it
Does it form your boots when you're not wearing them? Does it hold your boots in place? Someone said shoe something, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's called a boot jack. No, I don't even, do I even have to go here? Did any of you write? Nobody knew boot
Sahara
jack.
says to remove boots, not put them on.
How would that help you remove a boot?
It says place the hooks in the boot straps and pull up, Houdini said.
All right, let's see.
That's what I was thinking, like something like that.
Johnny O had a very good guess. Tiny Tim's crutches.
Oh my God.
Not Tiny Tim's crutches. Bob McKinley said yoke for pulling off your boots. Now, see, how would...
Brother Bob says North Korean nunchucks.
One says it's a gynecologist tool for back in the day. Could have been. Now, see, Dragon Slayer J said shoehorn. A couple of you were going for the shoe factor, but the only person who...
What is the real thing? What's it called?
A boot jack. You know who actually got the right... well, she heard me say it and then just wrote it in. Cali Cat and Care Brat. The boot jack, the shoe shaper. She thinks that's right. I think so, too. I think that's what it's for. But it's called a boot jack. Never even heard of it before. And right about now, St. Donna's coming out of her closet. She's going,
I got some.
I got some of these. I got 2 pair. All right. Everyone's going to know this one, so you're going to have to type fast. Everyone have the number already in your phone, 805-460-5603, and get ready to hit send because everyone's going to know what this is, including my wife. I promise you, though, she's never used one in real life. Never. All right? Here you go. Ladies and gentlemen, for your dancing and listening pleasure, what is this? I'll put my phone down. We'll see who gets it right.
We had one.
We did.
No, my dad had it next to his bar. It's a spittoon.
It is a spittoon. Look at that.
My dad had one.
I'm going to look at my phone in a
Looks
second.
just like that.
805-460-5603. Look at the Gen X Talks phone. Let you guys text in and see who's comes up with the answer there first.
Which is very gross.
I would not want to clean that. I wouldn't want to clean that, and I wouldn't want to be the janitor at Spooge World either. Those are 2 jobs I don't want to have.
Ew.
All right, let's see. Dome.
Yeah, my dad had one for years.
Yeah, Michael Dawson.
Sun Valley Fox should know that. He should know.
He didn't type in, not that I've seen. Just so you know, Michael Dawson said that's a crock pot.
Somebody
All
could
right.
say it's a coffee maker.
Everybody got spittoons, so let me scroll down. It looks like I don't know who this person is. 440 area code. Muffin Hut. Muffin Hut here. She said spinning wheel, and then now she comes in with spittoon, and Muffin Hut got it first.
Wonder if my brother remembers that.
Your brother probably had to go dump it.
I don't think my dad ever used it. He just had it.
You don't
next
think when
to
a
the
bunch
bar.
of your dad's buddies came over and they got drunk, there wasn't somebody spitting in that thing just because? I mean,
I
when you
don't
get drunk, you do some stuff.
Call it being dirty. I don't recall anything in it.
All right. What is this? 805-460-5603. I know we all know what it does, but what's it called? Again, I saw Pirates of the Caribbean, so I know exactly what this is. Anybody?
I'm trying to think of the name.
Anybody?
Is it a bellow? Is it bellow?
It is. Yeah, it's called a bellow. Bellows.
Blows air.
It does.
It starts the fire.
It does.
Helps start the fire.
Or stokes the fire, as it were.
Stokes the whatever.
Yeah, you are right. Well, let's see. 805-460-5603. Let's see who got this one right. Bum, 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 bum. And
Raven's flame fanner thingy.
Flame fanner thingy. All right, so we're looking for billows, or fire billows. And we're scrolling down. Who got it right? Johnny O, Scott Royston, Laura K, Bob McKinley, John Morgan, Shiloh, Calicat, Dragon Slayer Jade, Sahara H. Oh, I thought Sahara just wrote blows. She wrote bellows. Randy K, Danny Holcomb, so who got first? Let's scroll all the way down to the bottom. Oh my God. Oh no, sorry. I thought Christine Matlock did, but no. There's more below hers. God, Stoker, Mud Jug, Spittoon. We're past Spittoon, back up. Stoker, not a Stoker. Whoever 516 area code, not a Stoker. So guess who got this one? Houdini.
Woohoo!
Houdini was the first man in line there, knocked that one down. Good job. A lot of people got it right. That didn't seem to be too tough a one there. Got to give you a scoop of chocolate and scoop of vanilla sometimes. Got to be fair about that. All right. Now, I'm going to show you one here, and you're going to start arguing with me. And I'm going to ask a question because I seriously think that Sun Valley Fox had helped his family with this back in the 1800s. So I know you're all going to say it's a specific thing. Okay? You're going to say it's this 2 words, and I don't know that it is. And I'll bring it up because my wife will start first. If you know the answer, text your answer to 805-460-5603. Here we go. What is this? And don't say it's full of lemons and the girls are bouncing up and down at hot dog on a stick on it. No, that is not behind the counter at hot dog on a stick in the mall. Okay.
Butter churner.
Now, okay, here's the question. Because it wasn't labeled as a butter churn.
Okay, a churn.
Yeah, it was labeled just as a churn.
Sorry.
Does it churn other things or is it just a butter churn? I'm asking. I don't know.
I've always known it as a butter churn. I'm sure it could.
So did I, but I didn't know what else you would churn. What do people churn?
I don't know.
Do you do some sort of milk into cream like you do butter? Is it a butter churn or is it just a churn? I got to look on the phone. I can only go with one answer.
I'm sure it can do more than one thing, but I just know it as we'll just go with churn.
Okay, Gen X Mom has spoken. It is churn is the answer we're looking for. 805-460-5603. Dum. Let's get into the phone and see who's got it. Let's go to the place where the answers are. Let's try that. Okay. You guys. All right. So there's John says butter churn. Now I'm going to give the people with the right answer of churn. Chris Wilson, Christine Matlock, they got churn. Somebody said ice cream churner. Ice cream creamer. No. The churn is Scott Royston said churn. And a lot of people said butter churn, butter churn, butter churn, butter churn, butter churn, butter churn.
Well, you like people are saying use cream to make butter.
I don't.
You know, the liquid part that doesn't solidify is buttermilk.
Right.
So
I don't know. I'm asking if it is just a butter churn or if it is a churn. The answer that Google came up with during this test we took today was churn. It just said churn. You decided churn was the answer, so we're going with churn. You can't change it midstream.
Okay.
So 909 area code, don't know who that is, but they said churn. Didn't say their name on there. Oh, don't. Everybody said butter churn, wrong butter churn, wrong butter churn, wrong butter churn. So the first person who just said churn. Wow, I'm going to have to go back up. There's a lot of butternut people in here. Butter. Go back up. Houdini said butter churn. Forrest Terrace said butter churn. Randy Key, butter churn. I don't know who the 909 area code was, but they would have got it right, but they didn't say who they were. Butter churn. God, I'm going back all the way. Everybody said, it looks like Scott Royston, like 37 people. He was number 38. Check in. Scott Royston said churn, and he got it right. So we're going to move on after I hydrate. Do you have anything you want to say while I'm hydrating?
I don't know. Let's see. Our birthday boy just showed up. Life stack of pancakes, so everybody can wish him a happy birthday one day early. Disney Mama Sammy Joe chiming in. That was not Rapunzel. It's from Sleeping Beauty. I award you no points and may God have mercy on your soul.
Wow. And the whole room is now dumber after listening to me. Well, I'm putting the Disney things together. Rapunzel and a little prick on the finger, and she lowered her hair down, and the drop of blood made her hair grow. Doesn't that all make sense? It's all coming to light now.
Samuel Pancake has an excuse. The baby was fussing, so the baby came first before the show today.
Why isn't the baby watching the show?
I don't know. Ask him.
Why don't you have that baby on your lap watching the Bottom of the Glass Nation? Some habits need to start early. I'm just saying. All right. Anything else?
That is it for right now.
All right. Let me go back to the drag and drop section of the program. Boom, 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 boom. So churn was the answer there. All right.
Life Stack of Pancakes says he is currently.
There we go.
And I bet you he's not fussing either.
Okay. No, he's not. But this will put your ass to sleep. If nothing else will, this cures your insomnia. You want to go to sleep, start listening to the ramblings of my voice, and you will go right out. Nonsense has a tendency to do that for people. All right. You can actually get Bottom of the Glass Nation by prescription if you're having trouble sleeping. What's this one?
Well, wait till I get the picture.
And I know what it is. I knew what it was, and I have actually seen this in use.
Is that, I don't know what they're called, but don't you beat the rugs? Rug
Yes,
beater.
that's right.
Is that what they call them?
That's right. Yeah, kind of a rug beater type of thing. But it is for they hang the rugs and you carpets and you and you smack the dust and dirt right out of them, flies away. Do it on a windy day so it all leaves. That's right. So we will go in here and see who got a bunch of rug beaters. Who's our rug beater for today?
Jeremy B says what Mama X uses to beat the shit out of the general.
Here we go. All right, so we're looking at the plant marker. No. Houdini says rug beater. Some says rug beater. Let's go back in. Unhinged thoughts. That was a hairpin. Yeah, for the Jolly Green Giant.
Well, it's hard to tell the size of it.
Here we go again. All right, so going back down, everybody's in here. Scrolling down, who got the first one?
Kailash says it's a Celtic witch broom.
Christine Matlock says, I use my KitchenAid mixer to mix butter now instead of the churn because she finally got one from Ben Matlock.
Never lost a case.
Ben finally got her that one so she could put her butter churn away. Now she just uses the handle and the inside piece to fly around on in the house when she doesn't have her witch's broom. There we go. That's what I'm saying.
Houdini said my granny used one to not only clean the rugs but to also beat our asses.
It's not a fly swatter. No. All right, scrolling down, it looks like Big Dog Steve got in there with the right answer first. Well, actually, boy, Big Dog Steve was there. It bumped Chris Wilson's up in front of his, and I don't know why. I'm not sure why I did that, but yeah, I would have gone with 909, but he called it a carpet whacker. You can't
so
walk.
who got it right?
Well, Chris Wilson and Big Dog Steve. Collectively, they got it right. I would give them each a point. But 909 area code, we can't call it a carpet whack. You can't walk into Ace Hardware and say, I'd like some of those jelly donuts. I'd like an M16 and a carpet whacker. No, it's not the name. Can't do that. Inappropriate, incorrect, and you also get no points. All right. Last one. I know what this one is. I got confused by Lord of the Rings, but I was straightened out by The Patriot. That's right. Movies teaching me history. How else do you think I learn? That's the way. I need to know what this is. All right? I need to know what this is.
Isn't it a moose collar or
a moose collar?
Like you blow it? It's a horn?
A horn for calling a moose? No.
Or powder? I don't know.
Are you cheating now?
Yeah, I'm starting to look now.
You're starting to cheat? All right, what do you think it is by the comment section?
Gunpowder holder.
Gunpowder holder.
Powder holder.
Powder holder.
Powder horn for black powder.
There we go. Powder horn. Who said that?
Danny H.
Danny H. Powder horn. We are looking for powder horn to 805-460-5603. Let's see.
That wasn't the only powder horn. Houdini got it way before everybody.
No. It only counts here.
I know, but somebody said a moose call.
Well, they're wrong.
I wasn't off its rocker.
Once it's empty of black powder, I really don't care what you do with it. If you want to blow through it and hope a moose comes a-running, then it's a moose collar. All right, let's get in here and see. Okay.
This is way before
Cali
my
Cat
time.
Says, Darthraki Warhorn.
Christopher Sevick says hearing aid for the Sun Valley Fox.
Well, that's what he did with it after he... What do you
said
say?
the same thing.
Two Bear said it's a trumpet.
See? Two Bear was thinking the same thing that I said.
Two Bear was not trying to call mooses, whatever. Horned animals.
Moose.
And who got it first was Sid Huffman. Sid Huffman got Powderhorn, first one in there. Just barely beating out Brittany Armstrong and Unhinged Thoughts. Cali Cat with the Darthraki Warhorn. No. Wrong. Not even close to being correct. All right. So let's move on. We're getting through some of these things.
So
those are
way
done there.
before my time.
Way before. All right, there's a few things to talk about in here. You guys know we have new things in the store. I wanted to say there's new T-shirts coming out. I don't know if they're up just yet, but it says just got out of a timeout, and I ain't afraid of going back, and that's the woodshed. So you guys can see those. Those are going to be on T-shirts and some other things. I haven't put this on much of anything yet, but the logo is correct. See the smoke and a little 357 Magnum there. If you heard a warning shot, I missed. That's going on some T-shirts and some hats and some other little coasters you can have around your house. Coasters are an easy thing for me to make, and I can make a lot of them. Almost everything we make. So when I get a design done, I take it into how we put those things together. And if it looks good on a T-shirt, not everything looks good everywhere. What looks good on a T-shirt doesn't always look good on a hat. But I take that logo, that little design, and I try a T-shirt, I try a hat, I try a coaster, I try some other stuff for you guys, just a little keychain, some stickers, and see what's out there. So if you like something, like here, right here, you might like this one, Miyagi-Do Karate. It comes on the back of a T-shirt. It's also a coaster for your drinks in a set of 4. It's going to be a magnet. It's going to be a sticker. So if you just want, I'll pay a couple bucks. I don't need to be wearing it as a shirt. But this, I try to put it in like 5 or 6 places that it looks good. Then I move on to the next one. Just so you know. Yeah.
Star Roberts wants to know, do you sell a General Chia pet?
No, we don't. Currently, that doesn't seem to be an option. Some people's kids.
Also tonight, Two Bear is showing his his green 3 tonight. Sorry.
Why do you get all flustered when you talk about Two Bear? You can't talk straight?
I can't remember the green 3.
It rhymes.
Whatever.
Blue 2, green 3. I made it rhyme. I didn't make a purple 3. No. All right. So the last one in there.
I'm Twitter-pated.
You're Twitter-pated. I guess that's what it is. This is on a T-shirt right now. It's going to be on a little coffee mug. I'm also going to put it on a little mouse pad and a coaster. Do you know?
Yes, I'm the one that found that. You're welcome.
That's right.
Also, have you considered Gen X Talks Challenge coins? Danny H. wants to know.
Yeah, still thinking about that. Got that in my notes. Got that in my daily notes. I do have that thought process, Danny H. Haven't gone anywhere with it, but yes, we have. All right. So those are just remind you guys, all of the moderators should have been putting up a link to the store.
Yes, it's done.
Yeah.
By the way, that's Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Bill and Ted's, that's right. Now, I know that Josh didn't put it up on Rumble. I know that Sammy Joe didn't put it up on Facebook. All of you people on Facebook, when you didn't see the link to the store go by, you're going to have to go to Gen X Talks and look for the store button because you have terrible moderators that don't love you. Ask your moderator
for the
where's
link.
the damn link. All right. So there's handicap signs that I understand in parking lots. Well, I'll find the handicap one. That's the one I really want to see.
Oops.
Yeah, I know. Put it the wrong one. Hang on. Okay, this one right here. I don't get this one. I don't understand this. This is a dude sitting on his head with a space helmet on, or is this a handicap sign where somebody roughed up the handicap guy and shoved? He says, "You're a handicap guy. I'm going to shove your head up your ass and throw you back in your wheelchair." It looks like the wheelchair is on his head now, and he's sitting with his head up his ass. I don't understand this. This is painted on a parking lot. Like, don't park here unless you're this guy. Well, who the fuck is this guy? I don't even know how you would know what to do with that. I don't know what that sign means, so I'm a little bit perplexed by that. Just so you guys know. Anyway, all right, scrolling back up. There's got a few more to show you. We can go right through them, but that was a weird sign.
Dr. Joanne says head decapped.
Head decap sign. Yeah, handicap, head decap. All right, I got you. I'm saying I didn't know what it was. I also don't know what this sign was for. I don't know what this sign exactly means. Is this, because it doesn't say there's a pedestrian crossing here. Is this just letting people know that cars will run over you? If you're on the sidewalk, be careful. Cars will run over you. I don't understand what this means. Or is this for cars? Beware of falling people. This is a dumb sign to put out there with no instructions whatsoever.
Christine Matlock says that means move, bitch. Get out of the way.
You know what? She would understand what this is, right? She would get it. It's like that makes perfect sense to her. Get the fuck out of my way. I'm coming through. I'm just telling you guys, this sign makes no sense without some verbiage to go with it. This was something that I thought we should talk about. There is good luck and there's bad luck. Now, you would say bad luck for planet Earth. This is in the southwest of the United States. This is one of the world's biggest craters created, guess what fell out of the sky, honey? Do you know?
Medium.
A meteor. A meteor fell out of the sky and created one of the biggest holes in the world for a meteor crash site. Now, that's bad luck for the world. That's bad luck for the country. But it's also, this picture also represents extremely good luck. Are you looking at that picture?
Yeah, what about it?
Look how close it came to the visitor center. That's where my brain went. My brain looked at this and like, holy shit, it almost took out the visitor center. And yet it didn't. I think the world and how we live in it depends a lot on how we look at things. Don't you agree? I think sometimes the dumb mechanic in the middle of the desert who's got his head so far up his ass I can see daylight out of my mouth. Sometimes I think I see things a little more clearly than the rest of you. Sometimes my gut instinct is the right one. Thought that was important to remember. Also, when you see this picture here, I think this is not an AI picture. This is a real picture from back in the day. This picture screams 80s like nothing I've ever seen. If I had to guess, I'm going to say it screams 1982. Now, we know that he's in a mall by the background because there's upper levels. We know he's in a mall arcade. Malls aren't very popular anymore. Arcades are gone. But he's playing Pac-Man, totally 80s. He's wearing a members only jacket, 82, 83, right? 84 maybe. And he has a Sony Walkman on his head.
And he has corduroy.
Now, see, that's where I was going. Do those look like OP corduroys by those pockets maybe?
No, those look like pants. I don't know.
Corduroy pants, but don't they look like OP pants? OP made some pants, some corduroy pants. I'm guessing by the pocket. That's the way it looks. Not that I never had corduroys. No. The general never walked around going zit, 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 zit. No. Not happening. But I'm telling you, if you ever want to hang a poster in your rec room that represents the mid 80s, this one's got to rank up there. This one encompasses quite a bit. Just saying. All right, let me close it out. Boom, 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 boom. This is from Montana. And this represents rocks and a cow falling on a car. Now, the part that amazes me is this has happened so often, we now need a sign for it. So many times.
Instead of rocks falling, beware of cattle.
Cattle and rocks. Be careful. There are rocks and cows falling on cars so often, we need to make a sign. I get that nobody else sees things the way I do. That's pretty funny. It's pretty unusual. A cow falling on a car. Continue that thought. Cow falling on a car so often, we need a goddamn sign. I'm just saying there's a problem here. Now, this one confused the shit out of me. I got to be honest. This was a surveillance thing. There's a little sticker on the window that says you are being monitored. It's about cameras, security cameras, and you are being watched. What are we watching for in this picture? Are we watching for someone stealing a computer to monitor? Or are we watching someone getting the shit kicked out of them by someone slamming them in the head with a computer? What do we watch? You're being monitored, so don't steal or don't fight. Don't argue with your spouse in the computer store because one of them will pick up the shit. Because that looks like a chick picked that thing up and was about to hit her boyfriend over the head with an iMac from 1999. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know what's the warning for? We're being monitored. Don't cry for help. Is that what it is? Don't cry for help if someone's going to beat the shit out of you with a computer monitor. I'm not sure I don't know. I can't make up an answer here. I don't know what we're doing here, but whatever. What do I seem to know? So speaking of that, let's going back in time and talking about that stuff. I thought you guys would get a kick out of this. This was in 1999. You guys have seen some of this on the internet. I screenshot two of them for you. The most popular website visited every day back in 1999 was AOL. A lot of people watching go, what the fuck is AOL? AOL was an annoying free disk they would put in every bag of groceries you got. Every time you left Home Depot, every time you left Walmart or Circuit City, there was a big bin of please take me for 10,000 free hours of AOL. And those disks are now gone. You can't find those disks anywhere. They were junk. We threw them all over the parking lot. We discarded them like yesterday's trash the moment we got them. And who has a complete set of AOL disks?
You do.
I do.
What for?
Because I can put them on eBay one day, and I have almost the complete set of unopened. The cases aren't even opened. I've got all the AOL discs. Do you know any other guy on the planet that has those?
No, but Mike Peterson says I still use my AOL email account.
Wow. Okay, well,
My mom had an AOL until she passed away.
1999 wants their account back. You need to get up in the future here. What's the other ones? Top ones were AOL, MSN, Yahoo, Lycos. Remember that? Remember About? Amazon's on there, but that's just back when they sold books. eBay, Excite, BBC, Disney, InfoSpace, CNET, Go, and Reel, and American Greetings. So those are the ones back then. How many of those made it to today's? How many of those are on today's list? Because now it's Google and YouTube and Facebook, Instagram, X, WhatsApp, Wikipedia, Reddit, ChatGPT, Amazon, and Yahoo are the only ones that have lasted, that still made the top list.
Wow, that's crazy.
Top 10 or 15 over, was it 25 years? They're still hanging in the game. Amazing. Because that's what we all did that back in the time. You knew all those sites. You knew every one of those ones from 1999. Some you probably forgot about, but it's a true thing. You just ask Jeeves. As a little Ask Jeeves. It's from back in. Never mind. Yeah, not help you. All right. I want to finish up with something here that bothers me a lot. There are cultural issues. There are political issues. And every now and then you run across something that hits hard. And I need some help here because I feel like either I've been lied to or perhaps somebody's holding out on me. And here's the topic. Plastic army men. Okay? Now hold on. Before you don't get up and leave. Just hear me out. Plastic army men. We all know. I don't know why there's light green ones and bluish gray ones in there. Did they used to come in teams? Because the dark green army men, the ones you see in Toy Story, those are the only ones I remember from the late 70s. But we all know the positions. In fact, the one that they're missing in here that I remember was the guy crawling on the ground. He's got his deal like this. He's low crawling. Remember him? He's all flat. You can put him up against the wall, but he's like looking to the side. Okay, that guy's not in here. But we all know every little wax figure army man. It's common knowledge. It's in Toy Story. We know these things because we all played with them. Or you had brothers or cousins, so we know the little tanks, little jeeps, and all the soldiers. There was like 7 or 8 different positions, and you could get a little machine gun guy down here. All right. But did you know that this guy existed? Did you know that there was an army man that had been shot and was dying? He doesn't have his helmet. There's a plastic green army man that's like crawling for help. Now, I never got that in mine. Was it too realistic? Did the liberals start taking over? No, we can't do that. No, look at this guy right here. Look at how somebody posed this guy perfectly, shot in his gut. Where's that army man? I never saw that one. I never saw that guy. I want to know where that guy is. It's never in my stuff.
People are saying they've never seen it.
That's what I'm telling you. I've never seen this. This is part of a set.
Vern and Bob said, yep, had a few of them. Bob did.
With okay, who had this one? Who came up with a guy getting shot in the chest and his helmet's coming off? Ah! This is the army guy. Ah! This is look, he's even got a little plastic foot thing. He's dropping his gun. Look at it. He's dropping his gun. His helmet is coming off. This is molded to be an in-action shot.
John Morgan said he had that one.
I've never seen this one in my entire goddamn life. And how come? Why don't they make these now? What, soldiers don't get shot? You don't want to have some realism in there?
That'll cause some major damage.
They show video games of people getting shot in the military. We can't have a 4-year-old going, this motherfucker died. He's dying. I'm not going in the Army. I think there might be a little realism there. Here's another one. I don't question as much as the others, the last one. Then I'll let you guys go.
Vern wants to know, where's the mortars?
Yeah, the mortar guy. Yeah, he's right. There was a mortar guy. That's right. Vern's right. There was a mortar guy. Why would they take this one out? This one is called Hero. This guy went and picked up the dude who was dying, and he's carrying him out. Why wouldn't they leave this one in there? Oh, that's right. Because you might be the injured person. We can't have you play with army men, just the bullets going out, the mortars going out, the tank rounds going out. Machine guns going. We don't want to have any of the bullets coming in and hitting somebody.
Spot and Stock, you said, what about the bazooka guy?
Yeah, the bazooka guy. He's down on one knee. Mary, yeah, that's right. But this guy wasn't in my set. I don't understand. I'm just saying that, if you can have realistic video games, why can't you have for 5-year-olds and 4-year-olds and people let them play arms?
Mike is saying these were pre-Gen X.
Yeah, well, clearly I didn't get them. I also didn't get the colors, that there was different colors. So were there different teams? Could you get could you play like the North and the South? Get some green ones and some gray ones and some blue ones and some light tan ones? I don't know. I'm just saying, maybe these are served around the planet, but they weren't served near me. And it's the hard-hitting facts around here at Gen X Talks. We like to bring you the truth. We like to dig up the stories that no one else will talk about. Signs that make no sense. Army men you can no longer buy. I think these are hard-hitting issues that need to be covered, and we're not afraid to bring them to you live on Gen X Talks in the Bottom of the Glass Nation, because the drink is in your glass. And once you're done with that drink, you will start spouting the truth. The truth is at the bottom of the glass. And we're here to share it with you. I'm going to drink one more refrigerated Hawaiian water. We'll go back to my lovely counterpart here, even though she's standing up. So you just get to see her boobs.
Sorry. Dan Daniel over on Facebook. My feelings are hurt. I am not programmed in the phone. I am the 909 number.
Guess who's in charge of programming the phone? She is. Not me. That's her job.
Sean MacArthur, I had a fun time tonight. I got to get ready for bed tonight. Have a great night, everyone. And good night, handsome general and beautiful Mama
There
X.
we go.
Here's 100 stars for the general. Enjoy.
Got my handsome from Sean McCarthy. That's all I wanted. Now we can conclude the program.
Do you feel better?
I do.
Okay, we are done with the sheet.
All right. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Not sure where you're listening in from around the planet, AM, FM, Sirius XM, or perhaps in the Armed Service Radio Network. Remember 2 things in life. Number 1, wherever you go, well, there you are. Number 2, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. I'm out. Try it again. I'm out. One more time. I'm out.